Hi, my name is Carly Sig, and this is my personal introduction. So the demographic information that describes me is I work under a reading specialist, so I work with students who need literacy support, the Tier 3 intervention. So I work with small groups of kiddos that qualify for Tier 3 intervention. I recently moved to Las Vegas, Nevada with my husband and dog, and it's the first time that I've moved away from family and friends, so it's been definitely an experience, especially this year. I have a couple hobbies. One is reading, and I really enjoy reading for fun, to learn stuff, all that stuff. I enjoy hiking, and I'm finding new trails out here in Nevada. Walks with my dog. I just really enjoy being outside and out and about, and my dog loves to go on walks as well. And I like working out or cycling as well. So those are the things I really enjoy doing in my free time. And this is a picture down here of my husband, my dog, and I on a hike. Some more information. My family history. My maiden name is Jurgensmeyer, so it's German. It's a little bit different than my last name now. My grandmother came to the United States from Austria when she was a little girl, and so that's where she brought over her entire family. My ancestors came from Germany, Ireland, and Austria, and there are a couple customs or traditions that we participate in. So baking day, we use my great grandmother's recipe, the one from Austria, and we bake cookies, peanut brittle, fudge, and other items of following her recipe. And we do that on the day after Thanksgiving instead of doing the shopping that's associated with Black Friday. We also choose gifts to donate every holiday during Christmas, from Angel Trees through Salvation Army, stuff like that, where we choose gifts to donate to kids that need them. And a tradition is also birthdays always involve ice cream cake. Generally, we get them from Dairy Queen, the big ice cream cakes, but it just depends. Images that represent me. So the first one in the top left would be religion. My faith brings me a lot of structure and foundation, and it helps me get through every single day. This picture right here is of my class when I taught as a full-time second grade teacher. I love teaching. I love being with kids. It's definitely my passion. I miss being in the classroom full time. It's definitely a different experience being a reading specialist, but I miss a whole classroom experience. The bottom left is someone reading books, so representing that I love to read, I love to learn, and be immersed in literature. This one is a volunteer. I really believe in volunteering your time and helping those out that you can. This one up here represents me wanting to travel, and I enjoy traveling and want to travel even more throughout the world, meet new people, see different things. This one represents my love for learning new things and questioning stuff and researching things. I actually am sort of weird and look into research articles and stuff like that when I'm trying to learn new stuff. This one right here is my husband, my dog, and I. These are actually our engagement pictures, but it's one that has all of us together, and family is really important to me. This one down here is another hiking picture just because we enjoy being outdoors. This one is sushi. I really enjoy eating sushi, and it's my favorite food. And then the one in the bottom, that's my entire family on my dad's side. We have a big family on his side, and just representing that family, extended family, and being involved with family is really important to me. So the first I think this was an article. No, it's a YouTube video. The first video that we watched was about the challenges of cultural diversity. The summary was that diversity brings together people of different backgrounds, ethnicity, races, and cultures. There are challenges associated with diversity due to a variety of reasons. Being unaware of those customs or the cultural norms and sensitivity, explicit racism and implicit racism. So being unaware of those customs and stuff like that can contribute to diversity issues or people being uncomfortable. Being unaware of cultural norms. So if someone does something that's normal in their culture, but you're not aware that it's their cultural norm, you might view it in a different way. Becoming more aware of different cultures, religions, customs, and all other aspects that provide diversity in our world will allow just individuals to fight against xenophobia, prejudice, ethnocentrism, and racism. The other video that we watched was Cultural Diversity, the Sum of Our Parts. It's important to take time to get to know people. Every single person is made up of a lot of different stories, customs, ideas, memories, and interests. It is mentioned that it is important that you do not have to be from a particular culture or community in order to relate to them. The cliche of never judge a book by its cover relates here because it's important to listen and learn from others, to not look at them and make assumptions, but get to know them. Be open to getting to know people, share stories and perspectives to connect to others, and then take advantage of meeting with them and learning from them and their different backgrounds. The summary for this YouTube video about It's Past Time to Appreciate Cultural Diversity is that bringing together different perspectives, ideas, skills can provide a strong foundation for businesses, communities, schools, workplaces, and other areas in our society. It's important to open our minds, embrace differences, and understand and be empathetic towards others' backgrounds and challenges. Determining the foundational issues or the challenges that arise related to the lack of cultural and gender diversity in workplaces or communities is the starting point to providing a diverse, powerful, and engaged community that uses everyone's skills, experience, and background to build a better world. Especially in the workplace, it's important to embrace the dynamic diversity or the diverse dynamic and just use everyone's skills to better the overall goal. The reading that we read was Engaging Diverse Communities. So the summary was there are so many barriers that can impact communities' involvement. That's why the picture's down there. It's sort of a barrier. It's something that keeps people from getting through. It is important to be able to understand that schedules, locations, language barriers, lack of transportation, or lack of knowledge can contribute to the community in a negative way. So it can impede people from participating in community events. So by being able to identify the factors that are inhibiting a certain community, a plan can then be created to remove or lessen the barriers that will then allow the community to become more involved or take advantage of the programs and opportunities that are there. So familiar characteristics and application. So applying the familiar characteristics to my life is diversity in the workplace varies greatly depending on location. So personally, I've been to a variety of different schools, worked in a variety of schools, and they're two different schools with two completely different staff, two completely different students. Like it changes just based on location. So that's something to be aware of, that location can contribute to just the diversity. Involvement from the community is different from the different areas I've worked. So it's important for me to determine what barriers are impacting these families and figure out how to support them. So I've worked in a community that was higher socioeconomic status. They were more well off. The parents' involvement was a lot. There weren't a whole lot of barriers that were impacting. But then now, currently, I work at a school that is very low income, low resources. And so the barriers are going to be different. And it's important for me to be aware of that. Application of new information. So lack of awareness can relate to cultural prejudice. Well, it's my job as an educator to expose students to different information, experiences, cultures. That can be through activities, through books, through conversations, through like kind of field trips, stuff like that, just exposing them to everything. And then being more willing to put myself out there and get out of my comfort zone, finding experiences where I can meet people and get to know different cultures through workshops, events, or traveling. Correlation. So by completing this assignment, I will be able to learn about the different challenges associated with diversity and then use that knowledge to implement ideas in my school and community, while also thinking of ways to expand my personal knowledge and experience. By being aware of the barriers, challenges, and understanding that everyone can relate to me in some aspect, I am better prepared to provide a culturally aware and inclusive classroom and school. This is my relevancy statement. So this assignment was relevant to my learning because I was able to take the information learned and the experiences shared and think about how I can directly impact my students in a positive manner. This assignment improved my understanding of my community's cultural diversity because I was able to see that it is important to be aware of the idea that everyone has different experiences, challenges, cultures, and customs. It is important to teach my students to be knowledgeable, accepting, and build a desire to learn from others and be around others that bring excitement, diversity, and a different mindset to their world. So just teaching the kids to embrace the diversity in our world. And the personal reflection. So while creating this presentation, I realized that there are a lot of components that make me who I am. When I realized this, I also realized that that is true of other people as well. Being shy and introverted, I didn't really get uncomfortable when meeting new people. But after this assignment, I'm able to see that more than likely there are some commonalities or similar ideas or hobbies or interests that allow me to genuinely relate to others. I think it is also easier to relate to someone initially or break the ice, and then use that as a way for me to learn about differences between me and the other person. As an educator, it is important to realize that I have areas of growth regarding understanding and embracing diversity. It is important that I use my role to provide unique and diverse experiences, books, activities, and guests to support my students in embracing the differences between all people. I hope that those who watch this video also learn that the things that we all have in common are a great thing, but the differences between us are what make this world amazing, unique, and a diverse place. As a future leader, I will make sure to educate my staff or those around me about the challenges, real-life situations, and positive implications that diversity can have. If diversity is not embraced as a leader, it is important to identify the challenges and then create a plan to improve the community while also using the expertise and ideas of those within the community. And then here are my references. Thank you.